Now, I have to ask you this. JJ, it's Donna Kelsey.
Yes.
Donna Kelsey has become a celebrity,
Yes,
right?
she has.
Like bigger than some of the
so.
athletes.
Rightfully so.
How would your brother's playing in the NFL?
Yes.
How would your mom handle all of this media attention?
She would do well, but she would have trouble dancing around the fact of who she's rooting for, because she's. I imagine Donna's doing the same, but moms really just want their sons healthy and happy at the end of the game, and one of them's not going to be happy, but hopefully they're both healthy.
Is it annoying? I mean, obviously you guys know what it comes with, but you get asked these questions ad nauseum. Like, you're put in that position to a degree. Is it annoying?
I mean, you could say it's annoying for a couple minutes, but then you're like, but it's the reason I have a job. It's like, it's all the fans' interest, everybody wanting to hear your story. That's the whole reason that we have a job. So, no, it's awesome.
I know, Travis and Jason are different than you, obviously, but take me through the mindset of that. You just won the Super Bowl and your brother lost. Is your thought to go console him? Is it like, what do you do in that moment?
That's fascinating. I wish I could say from experience what that feels like, but I would imagine it's, at the end of the day, you have to remember that you both made it there. Like, there's 32 teams in the NFL, and only 2 of them made it. So that means there's 30 other teams that were trying to accomplish that goal and didn't. So either way, they both done something incredibly well. They both already won Super Bowls in the past, so this is just icing on the cake for them.
And this is my last question on this, though. Just as a player, if you're going through that, are you bummed that you lost? Are you happy for your brother? Like,
you're bummed you lost.
You're bummed you lost.
Yeah, you don't give a shit about your brotherly love is out the window.
Which one does mom go to first, the loser or the winner?
Got to be the loser, right?
Okay.
Got to be the loser, I feel like. But the loser's going to be like, Mom, get away. Like, I don't want to talk to you, Mom. So she'll go to the winner then.
Well, your mom kicks butt, so I don't know if people are going to say that. JJ, talk to me about the retired life. You finally get a chance to rest. I know you said you don't want to go into coaching. You don't want to go into MMA. For you, right, like, you've done acting before. You've done a lot of different things. Podcasting. Like, nothing of those 3 things, what most interests you?
Right now, relaxing and enjoying it. But I would say I enjoy entertaining. Like, I love live crowds. When I hosted SNL, I had a blast. I love that. I love being able to, when you crack a joke, you get a laugh. Like, my whole career, you get a sack, the crowd goes nuts. I love that aspect of it. So possibly something in the entertainment world from that standpoint, but just got to find the right thing.
What would you say you enjoy the most? Would it be acting, podcasting?
I like acting. I think acting is fun, but I do want to, it's hard because Broadway is where you get the live crowds, but I don't know if I fit in well in Broadway. I don't know if I'm that technically advanced. But I think broadcasting is a possibility for sure. I want to stay around the game. I love the game. I have a lot of knowledge and experience to share. So I think that's certainly a possibility.
Could we see you in a live action thriller? Like, I kind of feel like
that could happen.
Could do it.
I feel like that. My whole career, everybody's been like, you look like a live action Mr. Incredible, because I got a big old head. So I'm sure that people probably that would work.
I can see you opposite John Cena doing some major, John Cena, The Rock, doing some major things.
There would have to be a pretty big gym on set to fit all 3 of us.
Indeed. Let me ask you, I don't know how closely you've been looking at college football. Is there any players that are coming out of the draft, that are going into the draft, that you say resemble you?
Because these guys coming out are incredible, man. I would say there's a lot of them that are a lot better than me coming out. Will Anderson's great. Jalen Carter's great. I'm talking about the defensive guys, obviously, on the D-line. Those guys are incredible. The SEC is obviously a great conference. There's some great Big Ten talent, too. But I would say from a defensive perspective, those 2 guys are the cream of the crop.
Just talked to Jerome Bettis, and Jerome Bettis said the thing that annoys him about the NFL right now is that you cannot breathe on a quarterback without it being a penalty, right? He was just extremely, and he said even Tom Brady said that it's gotten bad. For you, now that you have a little bit of time away from the game, you can say things without being fined. What annoys you the most about the game today?
I think that as a defensive lineman, I have no problem agreeing with Jerome. I think it's a problem that they know is an issue and they have to correct. I understand why they want to protect the quarterbacks, and they do, but I think that we've swung the pendulum a little too far one way there, and it's time to swing it back.
Now, let's talk the Super Bowl. What team do you feel has the better roster, Eagles or the Chiefs?
There's a reason they're both here. I think, again, as a guy who's down in the trenches, I think when I look at offensive line and defensive line in total, I think the Eagles have the slight advantage there when you take a look at everything. But the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, so I would say, as a line guy, I'll give it a slight edge to the Eagles.
Slight edge to the Eagles. So that's your prediction. You're going with the Birds. All right. Do you like Eagles Andy Reid, or who's better? Eagles Andy Reid or Chiefs Andy Reid?
I like the way that Chiefs Andy Reid has been like openly about his love of cheeseburgers and about his love of eating. So I'll go with Chiefs Andy Reid.
All right. Now, let's actually go to the NBA. I know you've been following all of this crazy stuff. Kevin Durant is now going to the Suns.
Yes.
Kyrie Irving is now in Dallas.
Yes.
It's a whole lot.
It's crazy.
What did you think when you heard these things?
The NBA is never stopped being entertaining. I mean, it's a fascinating league, just guys moving all around, and obviously living here in Arizona, seeing KD come to the Suns, I'm pretty excited about that.
How big is that for the city?
It's huge. It's huge. I mean, giving Devin Booker another piece to work with, obviously, and KD being who he is, what he's done, what he can do, it's going to be very, very exciting to watch the Suns the rest of the year.
Now that KD is here, is it championship or bust?
I mean, when you make a move like that, I think that's the message you're sending to your team, to your fans, and to your city.
Hey sports fans, if you want to see more conversations with athletes and stars, check out these videos right here and be sure to subscribe for more from USA Today Sports.